Hey everybody, it's Fat Frog, and today I am back with the Dimorphodon Claw because we are going to extract maybe a little bit of revenge on the poison wyverns in the cave over here in the Vanaheim realm of Fjordur. So let's get straight to it. We're going to throw this guy out here. I'm going to grab my friend over here, and we're just going in brute force. We're not going to try to be sneaky at all. Come on, guys. You coming? Well, don't walk there. Over there, guys. How about you just follow me? Is that better? Can you guys follow me now? Alright, yeah, get off your feet there. Okay. I want to send you guys in first, though, because I don't want to get the first poison blast, which is a... Oh, that's right, they unfollow. Weirdos. Okay. But before I forget, I need a gas mask. That was one of yesterday's big problems. You guys coming? Okay, let's get in the door here. And hopefully we don't run into a wyvern just yet. Oh, you kidding me? Alright, so these guys are here. And there's no wyverns. And it's actually kind of too bright in here. Lighting is not very good, so I'm just flying slow. Oh, there's one. Let's see if we can go get them, dimorphs. They're a little slow, but we'll see what happens. This will be interesting because these guys are pretty high end, but they are slow. And that one just taking a little bit of a dive there. Okay. They're under attack. I'm just going to, might as well grab some stamina while I'm here. See how this plays out. Oh, no. No, poor dimorphs. I don't think they're getting any hits in. Okay, now they're getting some hits in. Well, let's get some hits in too. I don't have my super good saddle that the other guy had on. Let's see how that works. Hey, Dimorphodon. Frank got one. Good job, Frank. Okay, so... Are there dimorphs in there? Yeah, okay. Desmodus got one. Okay, but he was lower level... Lower health because of these dimorphs. Get them in there, dimorphs. Alright, dimorphodons. Okay. They are doing pretty good. I imagine they're pretty hurt, though. Are they still following me? Excellent. Okay, so let's go check out some eggs. So I think all the eggs that are in here are going to be pretty low level. It's level 20. Okay, so now we should be aggroing any wyverns that are left. Now it's kind of dark in here. Gamma up a little bit. Check stuff out. We're just going to try to fly pretty slow so the dimorphs keep up. Let's see, where's that guy? I don't know if I can ping him or not from here. Well, one thing I could try doing here is that. That didn't really seem to work on the wyvern here. Oh, there it is finally. Okay, anybody else? I don't think I see anybody else. Okay, let's just go get him. Try to avoid the poison blast here. Get them, dimorphs. Gosh, they're slow. Once they get in there, they should just hammer them. Look at all that green. A sea of green. Wow. Good job, guys. All right, we got another one over here. Ooh, dodge that. Oh, and it's a bite, and that poison wyvern is melted. Holy cow. I know it was only level 20, but still melted. Okay. Let's look for more nests. That's what we're here for. Okay, I see another wyvern. There we go. We pinged him. Let's see. What else? The lighting is bad in here. That really stinks, but we're not going to spend the whole episode in here, guys, so I hope that's all right with you. Is this like a little side cave or something? Or is this just... I don't see anything. Okay. Those guys are after him. Alright, get him. Okay, that was a level 55. And am I out of stamina? See, I crashed last time. I don't know why I did that. I think I probably just not using this guy correctly. Okay, so here's a nest. Okay, we got egg here. It's probably like a level 55. Okay, so let's grab that. Level 20. Okay. So I'm just going to chill out here for just a second and eat these 2 eggs. Because I need to lose weight and hopefully something better respawns in here. Okay, guys, let's head out. Let's head over here and see about these nests that are down this way. Any nests? Okay, we got an egg here. I think this was 55 when I checked it out last time. Oh, 50. That's pretty close. Whoa, I'm hit. I can't see. Okay. By the time I figure out what the hell I'm doing, it's over. Okay, so we need some... Whoa, let's give you a couple health even though that... I don't know if I can do that, can I? Anyway, and some stamina for this dude. And make sure that is a level 50, not a 150. I'll eat that. Have we lost any dimorphs yet? I don't think we have. Which is pretty impressive, I gotta say. Good job, dimorphs. I mean, I know they're really high level and everything, and we're also dealing with some low level wyverns, to be fair. But we are extracting our revenge mostly because of my own fault. It didn't go so good, but yeah, so I think we've made our way around the whole cave here. So let's check out, there might be 1 or 2 more low level nests, but I think we got everybody. Got all the nests anyway. Man, dimorphs are slow, but okay, let's see what we can find here. I don't want to get too far ahead of them in case we have some new wyvern spawns or there's any wyverns hiding around somewhere. But I think that's it for nests. So I guess what I'm going to do here is regroup with these little dimorphs, get them all set up outside here, and we're going to make another run on another day when the cave respawns with stuff. But we're going to go back and get some bats because this is the best bat I have right now at level 124. With about 15 or so levels put into it, so it's not great. So we're going to use our mosh chops and stuff in order to get a better bat. We'll see how that goes. So another thing I wanted to do is test out this Fjordhawk because I died in the last episode and the Fjordhawk came back, but I couldn't get my bag back. So a lot of people said I should have checked the roof. Hey, here's one coming right now. To see if the bag was dropped there, but the hawk itself was right next to the bed. So let's see what happens here. Dash myself. Oh man, I guess my health is too good. There we go. So let's check. So we'll respawn in our bed and see what happens. Okay, so there's the hawk. Oh, there's the bag. I think that's the bag. It's under the smithy. Yep, that's my stuff. Good job, little hawk. Good job, question. You answered my question. So it didn't spawn on there. It spawned underneath the smithy over there. So unfortunately, unfortunately I didn't see that yesterday, and I missed my 175 wyvern egg, poison wyvern egg, and so I lost that thing. Because it despawned. So we're just going to leave our little hawk friend over there for right now. So we're going to go and see how our mosh chops are doing. So we got 3 baby mosh chops here that are all... We got 7 levels. So we're going to put all into health for these guys. Because these guys are just going to be for us to get bats. So we're going to level these guys up. And then I'm trying to think if I want to bring a couple more. I'll bring at least one of the parents here. Bring one of these females over here. There we go. So we'll have 4 then. You should have a bunch of levels. Yep. So let's do, we'll do all straight health. And then we'll get one of our, where's our nurse snow owl? She should be around here somewhere. I put all kinds of crazy, there's nurse, stuff into nurse, crazy healing powers. So let's do that. I've killed quite a few Fjordhawks due to collecting metal. They just keep swooping in, and I hit them with the Anki, and then they just keep swooping in, and I keep hitting them with the Anki, and the poor things. Okay, so we're going to heal these guys up and go back and get some bats, and hopefully some good ones that we can then breed. Back in this cool area here. If you weren't here for the last episode, we're at 68.3 degrees latitude and 37.4 degrees longitude to fly in here. Can't fly in here with a regular flyer, but you can fly in here with these guys. So we're going to hop down here and get stuck in the rocks. And let's put you on passive. Okay, so let's go around and see if we can find ourselves some bats hanging from the floor. So I'm hoping that it is as good as it was last time, where we kind of just ran a circle around and things respawned in. What's going on over here? That's a miss. There we go. The damage of this thing is insane. All right, let's see what else. I don't see anybody, so we'll keep looking. Okay, we got a bunch of bats. We got this guy too from that we tamed and forgot to bring with us. So we got a 95, a 20, and it looks like we got 4 over here. 20, 25, and 100. I'd like to get better than 100, but I think I should get into position and try to test this guy out with the mosh chops, because I have not used the mosh chops method before. So let's go ahead and clear out some bad boys over here. There we go. Got rid of that Aranio. So there's 4. So maybe there'll be something better around here, but we can try out the mosh chops. So I don't know if I want to aggro, because if I shoot one, I'm probably going to aggro all of them. Let's get over here and let's give it a try. All we can do is try. So let's get a mosh chops over here. And so what this is supposed to do is make mosh chops run away. Okay. Anyway, what this is supposed to do is the guys that are the bats are supposed to come down the desmodus and grab a mosh chops. Good job, mosh chops, I guess. And then as they grab around, grab the mosh chops and fly around with it, that increases the taming effectiveness. So that is what's supposed to happen. Okay, so we got 4 mosh chops here. Let's see, what are they? They are on attack my target. I don't want that. I want passive on the mosh chops. There we go, passive on this mosh chops. How many levels you got? I'll just put one into health for whatever reason. And then let's do you as well. And passive, and we don't want anybody attacking here. There we go. I'll give you a point too. What the heck? Okay, so I don't think you have to give them blood packs or anything like that. So okay, let's see what we got. If we do tame something, we want the best one, that's for sure. So our level 100 is this one with the weird wings. And oh, that's a 145. How did I miss that one? Ooh, man. Well, I don't know. I don't know, man. This is the first time I'm doing this. So I think I'm going to, yeah, I think we'll try to net some of the not so good ones. We're going to hopefully not aggro that 145. Let me just go over this way a little bit. See if we can get away with it. Okay, so now, yeah, they're all coming for me. I might just see what happens. Oh, I wasn't paying attention. Well, at least the 145 doesn't have me. I don't know what's happening with mosh chops down there. But we will tame whatever's got me, most likely. Oh, they're passing me around, I guess. I don't know what I want to have happen here, to be honest. Okay, we tamed somebody. Okay, and then now I just need to whistle passive so the new guy doesn't get in here. Somebody grab this mosh chops. Somebody's really okay, somebody's got the mosh chop. Okay. All right. I'm just going to hide over here, see what happens. Oh, somebody got me. So what's this one's got 58%. So that's not too bad. This is the 145. That won't be a disaster. I'm not going to hit it. Maybe if it grabs a moss chops next time, it won't be so bad. Somebody get me again. Oh man, somebody killed my dozen. Ugh, that stinks. Oh well, now who's got me? I tamed somebody. Okay, that was a 187, so I'm gonna let that thing. Okay, this one's attacking the moss chops. Maybe it'll grab me. Okay, so I'm gonna whistle passive for right now. See what happens there. Okay, we got one. Now I'm going to whistle neutral. See what happens here. I don't know. I don't know what's happening. I really don't. It appears I got three of them here. I don't know what happened. So we got whoa, a really bad level. We got a 26, and we got this 129. I believe that's going to be the level 100 that started out with level 100, and you are 187, so you must have been the 145. So 145, that probably should have been like a 202 or something like that had it had full effectiveness. So I think there's just too many of them to... Is this a new one? That's a 95. No, that one was there before. I think there's just like too many of them to... Yeah. To try to do this effectively, unless I was really good about knocking them out and stuff like that. So I am going to get all my new desmodus over there, and then heal myself up, and then we'll try again and see if what we can do. We got two more spawned in. We got a female 140 and a female 20. So we're gonna try to get that one to grab these guys and try to kill this 20 before. Now we had some other ones even spawn in. There we go. Okay, so here comes this guy. He's coming. I'm gonna bob and weave here. Hopefully he grabs one of the moss chops. No, don't grab me. Grab moss chops. Moss chops, please. Oh, he hit me. Oh, he grabbed one. So I don't know. Are we going to get taming on this guy? Okay, so 58%. He's just kind of walking around over there. So we want him to get another bite in here. I don't know what it's up to. Okay, here it comes. Okay, got a moss chops. So I don't know. It's taming. It's hard to see. No, I don't want to look at your inventory there, buddy. Let's check once we get up to 100%. So 60% here. And we've tamed up a whole bunch of these guys now. So what are you doing? Okay, you dropped your moss chops. I mean, 58% isn't too bad. But if we only gonna go up, you're only gonna go up like 2% each time. I don't know if I want to bother with this kind of stuff. Yeah, 60. I mean, 42 levels is. Oh, did you get a moss chops? I couldn't tell. Yeah, he's got a moss chops, or she does. So 61% taming effectiveness. Yeah, 62. So it's going up 2 again. Hopefully these moss chops can survive. They should. They've got, I don't know, 5,000 health or something. Okay. So 63.5%. So we're going to do this for a little while, probably until I get bored, and then and try to tame one of these dudes. Okay, where is our dumb bat? Okay, so you got 100% taming effectiveness now. So let's see if it'll pick me up. So I don't know how many rounds of moss chops picking up and that it did. No, over by me. Over by me, please. Pick me up, not my moss chops. Yes. Cool. All right. So it's got me. How high am I? What's the taming like? Okay, 52% on this. So we should get a bunch of levels over here. And since I've been... Yeah, you can hit me. I don't care. And since I've been attacked here, come on, pick me up. Pick me up. No, not a moss chops. Ah. So it went up to 86%. I wonder how this affects the taming effectiveness if it's picked up a moss chops after it picked me up. So still 100%. So okay. I'll just hang out over here, maybe away from my moss chops. I'll just kind of hang out by it over here. Anyway, we had a whole bunch of stuff. There's another 140 female spawned in, and I think there's a 150 and a 135 off that way, although I forget which sex they are. Okay, so we should, yes. All right, desmodus level 210. You're giving me, oh man, I'm getting a little bit of a dizzy spell trying to follow this guy around, or lady. I'm going to go ahead and put in a cryopod right away. Okay, well, let's take a look at stats. We got 2,100 health, stamina is 1,300, weight 546, and melee 420. So that seems pretty decent compared to the other one that I had, the other good one I had anyway. And then we've got a pile of low levels just sort of hanging out. Let's go take a look at my moss chops and see how bad they got beat up. So I think we're doing about, some of them are down to have lost a third of their health, some have lost a quarter or so. So we're not going to go for that 140 female since we just got one. We'll see if we can get that 150 and 135. They're sitting right next to each other, so let's see how that works. So here we are, level 150 male and a 135 male. So probably either one of these would be fine for breeding, but of course I really want to get this 150. So I got my moss chops ready. Let's give this a try. So it's going to be a little bit weird. We're going to try to aggro the 150 first, and then hopefully it won't go for me. It'll go for the moss chops. So there's one moss chops, and another moss chops is up. So we're just going to, it seems like it's working okay to be crouching around down by this moss chops. They haven't picked me up by accident. However, now I got to keep track of two of them, and that's not going to be quite so easy. So let's see. After they get the moss chops again, I'll check the taming effectiveness and put traces on them. So there's a 135. I don't know where the 150's up in the air. Okay. Looks like they got moss chops. Nope. One does. Well, let's see what we can find out here. So we're at 60 and 50. So this is going to be, at least it'll be a lot better than if they pick me up and we get them tamed. At least it'll be a lot better than regular taming effectiveness. Although there is some base level taming effectiveness, which I think might be like 50 or something like that. But we're up to 60 on this guy and 60 on this guy after a couple of runs. Seems to be going better. Go by the moss chops over here. So that one's up there. Where's the other one? Boy, it's really run off. Okay. And it's got another moss chops. So once again, we're going to hang out here and get as best taming effectiveness as we can get. Dang it, we got picked. Who picked us? This is the 135. So if somebody's got to pick us, I guess it'll be good that it's the 135. Okay. Oh, I got picked now. I bet you got picked by the 150, right? Crap. Oh well. We'll see what we get here. I'm not that high up, am I? Something's hitting me. We'll float down. Okay, how's my health? Health's fine. You run over to these moss chops. Where are we going? Now they've gone weird. Oh, one of them's, dang it. Okay. Land, you duke. Alright, let's get you. Oh, man. Okay, well, we got them tamed anyway. 197, not too bad. That should have been, well, over 220. But, oh well. I'm not going to do this all day, that's for sure. So let's get these guys back to base and start breeding them right away. Okay, rolling back into base to do some more breeding. Okay, so this was our guy from before, level 124. I can't remember. I think it was like a level 90 or something when we found him in the wild. We got a level 210 female. As we said, I'm actually just going to look at stamina for right now. 1,375 for stamina. Okay, we got a male. A lot better stamina, actually. 1,600. That was the male 197, male 176, 1,200. So we're not going to breed that one for sure. 129 at only 875. 187 female, 1200, so not as good as the other one. And this one is a 70, and this one is a 26. And we left 120 or a bat that was level 26 back at the cave because we didn't have enough. We didn't have enough cryopods. So we could definitely want this female and that other, where is it? This male right here, right, with the 1600 stamina. And that was, hold on, what was the stamina on this one? Yeah, 1300. So this should be a good combo. And so I've never bred one of these and I haven't looked it up. So we need to enable mating here. So hopefully they don't have any real weird requirements for breeding as far as like feeding the babies. Obviously we got blood packs. I can put some of those in the nanny. I would assume it would just take meat, but we'll throw some raw meat in there and a blood pack and see if a new baby is going to do anything. So these guys are currently mating. So it takes quite a while for them to go through that whole process where their taming effectiveness is increasing. It's definitely worth isolating one bat at a time. I should have killed off that 135 and just went for the 150, but you know, live and learn. I think though they're pretty much out of the box. These guys are going to be pretty good, and then they're going to get a nice decent imprinting bonus here too, so I think that's going to help. But yeah, it takes quite a long time, and I've got 3x rates, so unofficial, it might be pretty darn tedious. But the mosh chops did fine, by the way. Yeah, we didn't lose any of those guys. We tamed those. I think we tamed and bred those yesterday, so they had a lot of extra health and stuff from a wild caught mosh chop. So anyway, let's breed these guys. Okay, let's see what we get here. What does a little baby bat look like? There it is, level 219. Let's get this guy. There we go. Let's see if he'll crawl over this way. And then I want to see what it's going to eat. So we've got all kinds of different cooked meats, and we've got blood packs for it to eat. So let's see what is this sucker going to eat. Okay, it's eating raw meat. So it's just, oh god, I thought it died for a second. All right, so we got a female. That's awesome. So pretty excited about this this little baby. So we're going to raise that up, and then that's going to be our bat. And then we'll come up with another couple of bats. I guess we got a couple of eggs here to raise as well. A mosh chop egg. I don't really need any more mosh chops, but I don't know what the heck. I went through all the trouble of doing this, so I might as well raise up one of these. Oh, sure, I get twins. Raise up a couple of these guys, and then I should have a little baby owl around somewhere. There he is. Little baby snow owl. Okay, so let's unfollow these guys. So much better episode today than yesterday. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you have, please give it a thumbs up. I always appreciate that. Always appreciate your comments too, and we'll see you next time.